Oh, hi there. Got my coffee. Just finished making it. Nice little pour over here, and I'm ready to go on a Saturday morning. As you can see, it's 81 Dojo, and so that's going to be the plan. Just play games, play more games, and see how we do. I'll be taking Ureshino out, out for a spin. I think these are going to be. I don't want to say casual, but they're going to be more fun, and not that Shogi Wars is like all that. It does bring out it does bring out the competitiveness in me. Shogi Wars does, and I'm treating it more and more like my rank, which is not good for my confidence, because my rank there is so low, especially compared to 81 Dojo now. But but anyway, I find it more competitive there. Maybe it's because matchmaking, that there's I have no choice over my opponents. So anyway, long story short, I am here going to try to enjoy this Saturday. I've got my coffee, I've got some water, and just going to play some games. So first off, I will just look. I see there's a guest. Let me get in here. I'm noticing that I had, when I brought up OBS this morning earlier, I had seen that some of my scenes, for whatever reason, the chat source, the chat component, was with super small fonts. I don't know why that stuff got reset. Maybe I don't know if I did something or if something just happened. But if these fonts are too big, I guess let me know. I don't think they should. Yeah, I readjusted, and I think it should be what it was before, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get in here. Going to look at. I'll minimize that, and I see there's a guest. There's also Milk Sofa asking 5:30. I don't know if I want a 5:30. I would like some slower time here to do with Ureshino. So I'm gonna join this guest. Let's immediately get in here. Let me make sure my stream is all right. That is going, and challenge. Hopefully it all looks good. I know last time we were on 81 Dojo, there was that minor technical hiccup where it wasn't showing the board centered properly. Okay, looking all right. Looking all right. And I'm Sente. So perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Because he pushed that, I'll do the line that I know. And there's a follow. IVZ6. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for that. I'll push mine. I know I've got to get this. I want to drink all my coffee here in the... Slam this guy up there. Interesting. So they've got to get this up. Come here. He comes over. Let's get this going. Okay. Okay. So he's defending with that. I think that's my sign that I keep going. I think that's my sign that I keep going. I go this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we don't know that he's going to he can take the center pawn. Then I bring up my silver. Then I potentially get that sort of crab formation. Okay. Now, if I do I bring I'm debating now bringing the king over, bringing the king over to 6-9, nice, or pushing this pawn. No, because I don't have. Let's get the king over. Let's get the king over. You know, I don't have this. I don't own this diagonal anymore. Okay, he's coming over that way. Don't know what, you know. Okay, that's interesting. Coming up. Should I have pushed this pawn? Yeah, I think I take, push, take. Let's get, no. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's learn here. Okay. Ooh. Boy, I just, it is so, this seems to me to be such a tough decision. We'll come here. We'll come here. I think it does a silver drop on 4-5, just slow it all down. Okay, I'm not going to just jump. I'm, you know, this fork, it always feels like this fork must be made. You know, whenever it's available, it must be made. Oh. Oh boy. Oh goodness. Goodness. If this pawn wasn't so weak, let's see. If 3-2, if silver takes 3-2 promote, it's hitting the knight and it's hitting the bishop. Pawn takes bishop. I think I've got to take. But then where are they going to drop? They can hit the king. Where am I going to go if I take the if I take? Well, I don't need to actually do. So this fork is not going anywhere. So if I come back to 6-8, 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 he drops the silver. He also has the silver. Um, then I think I sack. Yeah. Oh, that seems like a mistake. The question now, what is the matrix? Like, do I want? I guess the question is, do I want to make this exchange? I think the answer is sort of no. Hey, Todovsky, there is no spoon. There's no spoon, and there's little defense for both of us. I am slamming this coffee. This is like on Sunday mornings when I'm playing over the board. I'll be done with my coffee like in the early middle game. So I'm looking at gold drop 3-2, which I think the bishop just runs, and then I don't think that helps. If I drop the pawn, bishop takes. If I take with the rook and then silver drop pushes it away. I guess the question is, once we exchange that, I also have a pawn drop. I also have a gold drop here. I don't want to block my rook. I don't want to block my rook file with a gold, I think. If I do take, so I'll have the rook coming in here. Um, but if I'll have a rook, on 2-4. What are they going to be able to do? This is potentially precarious, I think, in terms of my bishop drops. But they drop here, they drop here, it's nothing. They drop here, it's I think effectively nothing. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, that's snazzy. Right? Wait. Right? Wait. What? If I take... I mean, he's looking to set up the bishop drop. There's also... So if I'm here... No, they still have to come up here. What? Hey, Shogi Pan. If I come up, silver here, I take, he takes, I come up here, and he'll have a bishop. He'll have a bishop, I'll have a silver and a knight. Yeah, that's Shogi Dad. Take, pawn. Yeah, that's Shogi Dad Shogi. I'm gonna read this one wrong. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh boy. That I didn't see. That I didn't see. Do I have something? Do I have something just nasty over here? You know, I'm aiming over here. I don't have a silver. If I come up, he's got the silver. And then I've got this, which is not great. Then he's got the silver back here, which is very good. Oh gosh, that's a sharp move. Woof, woof, woof. I don't love any of this now. Goodness. How can I threaten something? Yeah, the silver on 3-6 is just going to be terrible for me. Hmm. Sharp player. Sharp player. Boy. So let's see. If I take his square, then he drops his silver. If he drops his silver, I take. No, because I can't get up now.
これより秒読みに入ります。
Boy.
10秒。
All right, I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back. Give it to him. Maybe defend. And then I still have a bishop or a rook potentially looking to come in. He's gonna have to do something about that. I still have this. Man. Okay.
10秒。
Still gonna get this. Whew.
20秒。1、2、3、4。
I wonder if I had the advantage at any point. Did I miss something? Take.
10秒。 20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
I wonder if I had the advantage at any point. I mean, outside of the first move.
10秒。
Do I want to spend this?
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Very interesting.
10秒。 20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Okay.
10秒。
This gold feels wasteful over here to do anything with this, but
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。 10秒、
I'm gonna take this silver.
20秒、1、
Brother.
10秒、 20秒、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、 10秒、 20秒、1、2、3、4、5、
Let's get this out. Although that's sort of why I wanted the lance. Whew.
10秒、 20秒、1、2、3、4、5、
All right.
6、
Well,
7、8、9、
I don't see the mate, so I'm gonna keep playing. And yeah, and there it is. Okay. Very good. Very good. Strong player, I think. But fun game. Going to bring this into the Shogi here. And am I in this? Is this? Yes, this is my 81 Dojo study. I still have 4 chapters to go. Let's see. You always feel super sus when your opponent drops a pawn on your rook. Yeah, something. Yeah, you know that something. You know that either they're praying or there's something, or you're in trouble. It's one or the other. It's you're just great or you're terrible, and it's usually you're terrible. Proverbs for if there's an unprotected piece, you won't be stuck for a move. Well, that's the thing, is that they had unprotected pieces as well. So they had unprotected pieces. I was looking for. Well, let's go back. Let's go to that. Let's go to that part. That one part. So here. Their knight is unprotected and it cannot move. Their pawn has 2 attackers going against it, and there's only the 1 defender. My king is for some definition of the word safe. Their rook is hanging. I'm so at this point my plan is, how do I get this piece up here? Taking a piece or not taking a piece? How do I get my rook up here? This area is so weak. It's so weak. And there's, especially since I have a gold here, if I can get in here somehow, I'm just going to walk the king across. So that's what I was. I took a lot of time, I think, on this move. Um, maybe the fact that there's no threat. Maybe the fact that there's no threat. There's no threat by taking this. All I do is get a pawn. I get a free pawn. Potentially, I get a free pawn. I didn't see it. I just didn't see that there was no take back. Like, especially, there's no attack. I can't remember a time when I've just made like a bishop take, and the main option is not just taking back. I guess that makes sense. This is just very sneaky. Um, Hey, Code Ducky. Pawn drop on 2-2 is I think that was my prime. I was thinking that I think during the game. How do I clear this out? During the game, my thought was 2-2. He takes. I come up and then silver, and then my attack is all done. I guess maybe this is the thing I missed, that I'm seeing immediately now that I've actually played the moves out on the board. This I think looks promising. Promising to say the least. At least in my line. I don't know if there's another approach here. Yeah, I discarded it. I discarded both of these after I saw that there was the silver drop, and I thought, okay, well, I'm not getting in. I was so set on trying to get this move, and maybe I was just too focused on it. I bet, looking at this now, I'm gonna throw the put the cheat in here and throw the engine on. Oh, it's not my move. It's not my move. Gold 5-8. Gold 5-8. Gold 5-8. And my evaluation is dropping. Man, come on, come on. Yeah, pawn drop 2-2 is the fourth move. At negative 1.7 here on the low depth engine. Gold 5-8. Bishop takes 2-4 is this low depth engine's number one move. It's still it's even, but it's still slightly in Gote's favor. So this is boy. Oh, I think I missed a previous message. The rook is hanging indeed in the corner. There are some small targets. Somehow our rook becomes large. Yeah, that's the thing, is that I had, I think I overestimate space. I overestimate the safety in space. And I look at this, I think in the heat of a game, I look at this and I think my rook is going to be able to dance all around. It's not going to be bothered, yada da da da. But it's just not the truth. It's not really, or it's not all the truth. So I took then the pawn drop. It is take drop, or is it take drop? Yeah, maybe, yeah, Todosky. I guess maybe I was just greedy. Maybe I was just greedy. Because I saw that take, and then I'm shut out, and then I'm just shut out, and they have two silvers to sort of just badger me with. But maybe that's what I should have. Maybe having that. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it. Wonder what I could have done to prepare this a little better. Huh. And then the silver drop 2/7, bishop takes 1/1, silver takes rook, lance drop 8/6. Oh, holy moly. Oh boy. Oh, so that was not on my radar. That was not on my radar, and it should be. This Anytime this exists, a lance should be the lance should be going off in my brain. The alarm should be going off. Oh man. Oh man. All right. Well, that's good because this is going to be a common pattern in Ureshino games. So I need to keep an eye on this. I definitely need to keep an eye on the value of that lance. The threat of a lance take. Um I'm gonna slap this engine on here, see what it says. The it it's they're both the bishop takes pawn drop 8/7 or not pawn drop 8/7 pawn 8/7. Interesting, but bishop takes is slightly ahead of the alternatives. They're all fine, but the rook takes and they're basically the same. Especially at this low depth. 20 is what I have it configured at here. And the line is takes pawn drop 5/4. Huh. So it wants bishop takes, knight takes, pawn drop 5/4. All right. Well, I'll ignore that one. All right. So this is now the so I took this is the move. Um, I just want to see if this was good. During the game, time it was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah. The eval. It's interesting. The eval is actually when the rook takes move was like -1.9. But now after I actually made it and the opponent made their move, now it's -2.7. So this is again the relatively low depth engine, relatively weak JavaScript Yanra O, relatively compared to the native version. But yeah, the opponent is making better than engine moves. Boy, on the other hand, oh yeah, you talked about that. It's possible. It's definitely possible. The eval is creeping up. So now I come back. This is gonna have to be bad. This is gonna have to be bad. I think I brought it over to central. No, I didn't. Okay, I threatened that. But yeah. Just getting bullied. Just getting bullied. Still not. The game's still not over. The game is still not over. Got my pieces. He come back. I dropped. Yeah, we're still. It's creeping. It's creeping. This was a mistake. I guess. Okay. Yeah. It wanted. Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to just look with the engine here. Certainly was feeling rough. I wonder if this move. I wonder what the meaning of this was. Was it just to get out of that lance? And then it really just crumbled. Then it crumbled from here. Yeah, I mean this has got to be. Yeah, this is over. Okay. Well, what was the maybe this is all fine, but I wonder what the proper move ordering here is. Or this engine just doesn't even like this at all. Interesting. Okay. Okay, maybe I do need to think about this. This might be what Transport and Ornolf were getting at yesterday. That I bring this up first and then come through with this one. That Shogi Harbor video that we were talking about yesterday, that number 7, it was not what we had thought it would be. It was not the 2 silvers going up against the 3rd file. But I think it was sort of a similar-ish position to this. The reason I didn't bring this here is because, I was thinking I wasn't seeing this come out. Maybe once the opponent plays silver 4-3, we can play silver 6-6. Yeah. So I was thinking prior to this that silver 6-6 is more a response to climbing silver, attacking the bowing pawn, or a response to this. But since it looked to me like their defense of this pawn is going to, because by virtue of 4-3, I thought that necessarily meant that they're going to bring this over, which meant I was all systems go on bringing this silver up. But I get maybe that's just not the case, and there's no rush. That's the thing. There's no rush. Maybe it was not a good thing that I won those first few games so quickly and so easily with Ureshino that I got I got this idea that just throw these pieces, just throw them in the corner and you're gonna win. So maybe that was. While fun, maybe it was a little misleading. So you say that once the opponent, if the opponent can't use this silver to oppose our rook, yeah. All right. Well, that was good. That's a good one. That's a good game. You never know what you're going to get with some of these uh 81 Dojo guests, but like on the whole, they turn out great, and I consider that one pretty great. The game was great. I liked it, and I'd like to think that I learned something from it. Got very little coffee. I'm gonna have a sip of water. Okay. Oh, I've got to switch my scene. Get back here to 81 Dojo, and I guess since there are no guests, I guess I'll wait for a game myself. 15:30. That was good. That was good. Felt surprisingly fast. It felt surprisingly fast, which was strange, because I spent a lot of time early, and that 30 seconds came up quickly. We've got Panda Juice looking for a 10-second game. I'm tempted to go with that. I have not seen that username. Today is that I think day one. I don't know if it's a multi-day tournament, but it's at least it's day one anyway. Day one, day one of two. I don't know, but it's I think the first day of the big Brazilian tournament that will decide their ISF representative or representatives. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess that Brazil has at least 2 representatives because they have so many shogi players. But I know Gabriel is going to be there. Of course, Koshiro is going to be there. I think Tokyo Peach is going to be there. I'm not sure about Gabriel Angelo BR. My non-Gabriel favorite, or of my I'm cheering for our Gabriel, but Gabriel Angelo BR. I would love to see some of those Central Rook Oniguma games work out over the board. It's tournaments are so exciting, so awesome. All right. Well, 81 Dojo. There are games being offered. I don't know if I'm ready on a Saturday morning. I don't know if I'm ready on stream to go into an 81 Dojo rated match. I just don't know. I feel like I'm so rough when I'm streaming. Like, even just so rough that I'm just going to blow any points that I have. So those SF Monthly Online, Big Bad Blue. All right, I will accept. Is that a Philippines flag, or is that Czech? I will greet. Oh, and I am Sente again. Okay. Go into the same line. Okay. Ah. Well, this is new. Woof. Woof. All right. So, one. Boy. I guess that means I need to do this. Is there a trick here? So I take, rook takes. I can't do any shenanigans of the pawn on the back. So I drop. So what if I take, bishop takes, I take, rook takes. No. All right, let's see. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. I don't know what's here. I'm not seeing it. Come up. Get our silvers up. Let's get our silvers up. Okay, so we've got our crab. We've got our crab. I don't have my king over. Okay. I think we've got to push. I think we have to push. Because we're Ureshino players. Still an open question to me which is better for them. I think they need to take. If they let me take, if the gold comes up, I just come up here. I mean this feels thematic. Although I guess I could have taken. He's got to take. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Okay. Push, take. So he's got two now defending. I've got a pawn. I take. He's got to take with his gold. I take, he takes with the gold. Drop the pawn. He goes over. Drop the silver. Takes with this. I mean, I have to take. Because, I mean, I've got to take. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. You've got to take. Is this the same? No, this is not the same. This is not the same. Okay. Okay. So I take. Pawn drop. So pawn drop. Now I'm looking at the pawn drop on the head of the silver. If he goes back, I take. And but yeah. Oh boy. I'm not going to make an immediate move here, but this feels good. So regardless of how this game ends, I think this is an overwhelming Ureshino, Ureshino victory. Shogi Pan, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It seems like right now I'm at the state of in development of this opening where I crumble, where if someone defends well, I just crumble. Dare I drop this gold? So there's nothing threatening this. Dare I drop this gold? So what do I get? What do I get if I drop the gold here? I don't like this silver defending. I don't like this silver being defended here because I sort of want to do things with my bishop. But I could do the bishop. If he takes with the rook, then I've got stuff. If he takes with the silver, I've got a promote, but that feels like it's aiming at the wrong part of the board. So what is it? What is a gold here? Gold? Rook takes. Like a rook take would be terrible. Gold? Yeah, I think I have to do the gold. Because I still be threatening this. As soon as this silver is gone, as soon as this silver is gone, then I get the gold for free. Looking at ways to defend this. What are some ways? Oh boy, okay. So I think so if I take now on 2-2, gold takes 2-2, silver takes 4-3. Like, you know, the rook is not taking this. There's no way the rook is taking this. I could also take here, you know, because I'm looking for ways to. No, I think I've got to get this. Okay. And now I take the gold, the free gold. Let's look at it first. Let's look at it first. Any forks? This is gonna be a very tough climb back, I think, for the opponent. Um, I'm looking at potential ways to set this rook up here. So this comes with check. This comes with check. Like, I mean, my guess is he's trying to exchange it off so that he can get back up to this file. All right, let's do it. So he takes. Okay, okay. Um, should I get my rook in? Get my rook in. Hmm. The pawn drop I'm going to take. I'm just going to take. Take. So rook takes bishop. Now. Pawn drop. Pawn, knight. Pawn, knight. Take. Take. Could also just drop here, sort of start something. I could also come up here. Now let's do this. Maybe I should have pushed here first. Maybe I should have dropped it on the silver's head first. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Okay. There's my first, I think, real mistake. Take. No. All right. Let's come back. All right. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Now I want to come up here, take this pawn. All right. Yeah. I've got to take. Clear it out. You know, this is coming in as well. I'm in there. If he tries to run, I've got the bishop drop. At worst, taking this gold. I've also got this. I've got 6-1. Bishop drop 6-1, threatening the rook. What about bishop runs, take, then bishop check. It feels a little dangerous. It feels like it'll work. It does feel like it'll work to me, but rook. All right, we'll do this. Could also do this. Could also check here. No, then he runs. Knight. No, then it blocks my take. There. Okay.
これより秒読みに入ります。
Let's see. Gold.
10秒。
Cut off everything. Cut off everything.
20秒。1、2。
Gold. He comes over here and then mate over here.
20秒。1。
All right. All right. Just reading it. Dragon. That's it. All right. Oof, good game. Good Ureshino. So that, that got tough. There was a fight there, but all right. I will greet. Good game. And copy this to the Kifu, and go back, swing back to Lee Shogi. Add this. My heart's racing a little right now. This was this is this was an exciting game, and I stress more. Like, this is something that I've learned now, and when I review the stream, I noticed, because I remember what I was thinking at the various times, and it never really struck me. I stress more, and maybe this is universal. So if this is just like preaching to the choir and everything, I apologize. But I stress more when I am ahead in a match, or at least when I perceive myself to be ahead in the match. I am stressing. It is like I'm sweating, and my heart's beating. And when I'm losing, maybe like there's no stress. Like, when you're losing, you're trying to make counterplay, you're trying to defend, you're trying to do these things, but like, and maybe that's why maybe that's why I fall apart so much when I am losing, is that I'm not 100% involved. But anyway, it just on a tangent, I'm sort of interested that, like, I am internally stressing more by closing out that game than I was, like, outside of the first game yesterday when I was ahead of that showdown. I just, like, was not stressing as much as I am now. So anyway, let me look at chat. Okay, there wasn't much during the game. But I see Todovsky gave a GG, but I had seen that out of the corner of my eye way earlier. So I think that GG came once the Ureshino broke through. So that was maybe like 15, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, and in Shogi I saw your message, but this I'm going to just kick this one off. I'm going to kick. So anytime I play a game that like I feel that I did really badly in or I did really well in, I do kick that engine eval off just to see like, did I actually, because it's one thing to review it, for me anyway, it's one thing to review it and think like, I'm not seeing many better moves. The only move that I think after the fact I questioned pretty badly was my pawn drop on 3-3 rather than on 2-3, which was where was that? Where's pawn drop 3-3? It's pawn drop 3-5. Pawn drop 3-3. Okay. So this one, I'm going to quickly flip this one on. The engine doesn't care. I mean, okay. So the engine doesn't care. None of the pawn drops were okay. So it wanted the bishop. I mean, all these moves are like one plus 40s. So the game is over. But it's interesting that the only idea that I considered here that the engine is showing in the top 5 moves is this one. This gold drop 4-3. That's the only move that I actually considered. So moving on. Oh boy. Okay. Well, yeah. This is about the same level as the other ones. Let me see. What about this? What about this? Okay, this. I mean, according to this lower depth, it's about the same. It's about the same. It is a little lower than 3-3. Pawn drop 3-3. Okay, so there's that. As I'm speaking, and maybe as this runs, I don't know. I need, I drank all that coffee and I drank some water to chase it. So I'm going to quickly make my way to be a quick restroom break. So be right back. Thanks. Sorry for the delay. There's some of the bathrooms are in use, and I had to run upstairs. But back. See, no chats or anything like that. It's just stunned silence. I think it's really it's just stunned silence at the power of Ureshino. As I sat, I see here. It's the eval is the eval is looking pretty good. Right now, I am sitting at an average Centipon loss of 49, which is absolutely one of my best games. There's one mistake that is listed so far. There's no inaccuracies, no blunders. One mistake is the pawn drop on 2-4. So let's go to this position. Oh, the silver's trapped. The silver's trapped. This I think is another. This is it, right? It has to be. It has to be. Yes, that is what the engine says. Yeah, pawn drop 3-5. Okay. I got hung up again. I was so focused, so hyper focused on getting this in here, getting my attack, that I missed a clean silver. It's a mistake. It's not a blunder. It's not listed as a massive one, but 500 points is actually it's more like 700 points. Yeah, it's dropping from plus 16.3 to plus 9.1. So there's that. Yeah, that is big. Okay, and now another mistake, another inaccuracy has crept in. So early game, I'm used to this. How it goes down where I might, if I play well, I might have low loss, and then as I get to my opening with Central Rook, my Centipon loss starts creeping up because the engine obviously hates Central Rook. All right. So one inaccuracy, one mistake. The final tally here is 68 average Centipon loss. The opponent didn't make many moves, many inaccuracies as well. But I think the enemy after a while was, the position was so bad that they really couldn't. They couldn't, almost by definition of how this is tracked, they almost couldn't make a mistake because the eval was already as bad as it was going to get. So I'm pleased with that. Definitely pleased with that. It does not like this opening. You could see here that the way that this came up. These are. This again is nothing compared to Central Rook. I live this in Central Rook and opposing Rook, but it is interesting to me. That as like I was always expecting if I stay static, I'm just going to see that bar stay above. So okay, so it didn't like this. Maybe the engine thought I was going into Central Rook and it was just upset at me. This okay, and then interesting. Okay, yeah, does not like this. Does not like this. So I'm glad to see that I just sort of stayed calm on this one, because this got scary because it just felt so foreign. Oh, it does not like this. Oh goodness, of course. Of course that's... Wait, no, I don't want to say of course. No. Let's watch that one on tape. What? Wait, so this move is basically the opponent is now in trouble. Like, the opponent now is in serious trouble. Like, I don't know how much time to spend on this other than just trying to keep an open mind and get ideas for the future. Because I don't know how many people will be playing right-hand third file rook. But they are in a bad spot right here. So if I bring that bishop out, which obviously has to be met. It has to be met. You can't just give up the lance in the early game like this. Especially since the rook is going to get pulverized by that lance. They come out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not even. Wow. Wow. Blind spots. Total. Yeah. I mean, it's fair. Yeah, I say, of course, it's complete blind spot for me. I've got to get better. My mind is so preoccupied, especially with a new opening. My mind is so preoccupied on the ideas that the opening generally gets that I was closed off to whatever the opponent was giving, and I was afraid. But boy, this was wide open here. The board is wide open. This bishop is not just to help me get in here. This bishop can also do this. Yeah, like if I was playing central here, I think I would have seen this. I'm going to say, if I was playing central rook here or opposing rook, I'd have seen this because I'm looking for this idea when I'm central. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for that idea. I've got to join the two worlds. So you did. Okay. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing how like the slightest hint can just open. Like, I didn't see bishop 4-6, but like sometimes like you get that slightest hint of like, oh no, there's a better move here, and just, oh, boom. Fascinating. All right. Well, that was really good. That was a really good one. It's the nature of evaluation, but like, it's very interesting to me that it was just the advantage just slowly kept creeping up, and then here, then some big ones. Yeah, that one because it lost the silver, I guess. And then this other one here, the gold, moving the gold over was the big mistake. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Boy, I'm glad I was able to convert. That's one of those. So I'm going to take way too much out of this, and maybe it'll be bad because it'll make me overconfident. But I'm going to say that, like, these are the kinds of conversions that I don't make on Shogi Wars. And I do sometimes make over the board, and I do sometimes make, on like Shogi Club 24 or 81 Dojo. I haven't played a rated match on 81 Dojo, gosh, in a while, and I think it was the SF Shogi Club online meetup where they're all great players. So there's almost no pressure to do anything because I'm so much lower. Finding the right moves helps with conversion. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the thing is, I feel I feel like all the past 3 days, especially worth of having you and I Dream of Shogi and Ornalt and everyone else, kind of beating me over the head with some of the better ideas and some of the things like not blocking the rook, trying not to block the rook. I I think that's sort of what I attribute a game like this to. I have to believe that it's because of those situations that I've had the guiding hand of stronger players like explain. I sometimes some things will eventually trickle into my head, and maybe it takes a bunch of times, and maybe that's a good thing about Shogi Wars, is that I'm playing so many of those games, and if you guys keep correcting me on the same mistakes I'm making over and over and over, eventually it'll creep into my head. So this feels like a good one. Pretty pleased with that. All right. I have no more coffee, so I'm gonna put this cup away just so I don't have the instinct to just grab for it. All right, that was good. Let's go back and let me change my scene. And here we go. Oh, I'm still in here, and I will evaluate the behavior. That is good, and let's go on. No guests today. I mean, plenty of guests in the list, but not many playing. I really enjoy those guest games. I definitely do, because it doesn't. There's no there's no preconception. There's no bias in my head of how good this player is or how not good this player is. There's no being psyched out, no being overconfident. It's just I have no idea. But I'll wait for a game. Since there are none of them here, I'll wait for another game. These are names I don't usually see. I'm seeing the current games. A lot of these are people I don't normally see, which is rare. Because I'm looking at the 81 Dojo game list a lot. As I've said, I think I really enjoy spectating games here now. Once I got that user style, the hacked up version from Tadovsky. I'm white. I will greet, and this is Miko 1126, and let's do this. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, perfect. I am going to attempt to do what we discussed the other day as sort of the Todovsky slower approach, or the less sharp approach to Central Rook. So if I just move over, if I move over, he pushes, I bring the gold up. He pushes again, I take. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. But then my bishop is sort of buried. Oh, this is interesting though. Yeah, let's come up. If he takes, I'll let him take that pawn. Okay. Get my spot. And now I'm going to start castling. I don't know if this is the approach that you would take here, Todovsky, is to push this other pawn or just leave it kind of here. No, I've got to get this silver up because he's bringing. Yeah, he's going to be doing 4-6. Oh, or that. Okay, okay. This is I've just got to keep an eye. This is obviously blocked by my pawn, but I've got to keep an eye on this. Hmm. All right, I'm going to castle. I'm going to continue to castle. All right, I'm going to continue. Come up. Plan for Ureshino. Try to get my... I'm in the... it'd be a misshapen silver horns. With this bishop here on Gote, I guess. So this bishop on 7-7. Do they have to respond? Okay, okay. I just spoke about it, and I just spoke about it, and now I'm thinking my justification for not pushing was instinctively, no, this is a two don. They know what they're doing. So I'm already biased by seeing that rating there. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be moving this out. So let's come back. But he is preventing my Kimuramino ideas. Now he's preventing my bishop 1-5 ideas. So I am going to go into a bit of a mini Ginkamori. Okay. Let's get that up. Okay. Okay. So looking for the trade, I guess maybe potentially the eventual drop here? No, no, no. What if I do come up? If I come up, I'm threatening. So if I come up, I'm threatening this exchange. Threatening. Clearing out this diagonal. Yeah, I think I like that. I'd rather do that than just sit back and defend. Although I don't know if I'm sitting back and defending. Making Ginkamori is probably an improvement over what I have. So looking to improve my pieces, that seems all right. But if I do nothing, this comes in. Take. If I move up and he pushes, take, push. There's no real threat even in taking. Oh yeah, there is. Maybe not. Yeah, because then I open up then I open the bishop diagonal. But then this is hanging. Then they will have a move to threaten. If I do bring the bishop up, they can threaten this, which is hanging. So I can't make the castle. I can't change my castle right now. All right, let's just come up. Okay. Man, I have nowhere to hide. This is... What about this pawn push? What about this? Shiny move. There's the shiny move. Now I take. Now I take. Now I bring it back. Well, let's hold on. Let's hold on. Where? Oh. If I drop my silver at 4/4 and he brings the rook to 3/4, this is hanging. Hmm. I mean, dropping a silver up here seems to just bury it. I don't like that idea. But I do not mind this. So if I drop my silver at 558, he drops his silver at 3-4. Then I come up. And then drop the pawn. Okay. Let's do it. Clear out this castle a bit. Opponent has moved very quickly on their turn. Ooh. So desu ne. And mine comes with tempo. So the idea is going to be take that if I take, he drops. Boy. There's also the possibility of bishop, give it up, come in. No. How can I? I don't see it. What's the? I just don't see it. What's the meaning of this? And silver? Come back. I can't get the. Maybe trying to lure this away. What if I come over here? I give that up. No. All right. Let's see. Let's see what the idea is. Yeah. So then if I take, then he gets the silver on head. And I'm out of position. All right. I'm not doing that. Need to be careful of giving another silver. What a cool position. I don't know if I'm winning or losing. I mean, odds are I'm losing, but what a cool position. Okay, so I see that the chat that you've played this before, and I'm guessing that is that opening that I was talking about. It certainly has worked out. It's gotten me further in the game than that super sharp line. So I'm a fan right now. I'm a fan right now of the approach. Okay. Okay. So I guess the question is, one of the question, do I just move my knight up? He'll have another pawn drop. No, he won't, because he still has this pawn. Let's leave this Aji here. Let's leave that. Let's get this guy up. Let's get this guy up. Drop this back. How can I get my rook into play? How can I get my rook into play? My bishop now is sort of unhappy. So my instinct before now, I was thinking I wanted this. What if I take? He takes with the silver. He takes with the silver. I push up. Takes with the pawn. I drop the gold. If I take here, oh, then he gets. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get this file. If I take,
これより秒読みに入ります。10秒。
can I drop a pawn here? No, he'll just take it. The silver.
20秒。1。
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. And think about.
10秒。
What if I come up here?
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。10秒。
If he comes up, then I'm sort of making my way in, right?
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, the worst possible move. I had to make a move. So I gave him the center file. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't hate it though. If I lure him over, I I give him the promotion.
10秒、20秒、1、2、3、
This is very far away. This is very far away. What a cool game. What a cool game Shogi is in general. But what a cool game this is. Oh man. Ooh, that's nice. Oh.
10秒、20秒、1、2、3、4、
Now I'm sort of protecting this, although yeah. Oh, it's gonna come crumbling. It's gonna come crumbling. It's gonna come crumbling. If he does that, what?
10秒、
I mean,
20秒、1、
so tempted.
3、4、
So tempted. So tempted. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So there's a weakness of that there's the weakness of that ball top knot Mino. I wasn't it wasn't even in my
20秒、
Do I drop?
1、2、
Do I drop and then bring it back?
4、5、6、7、
Yes, I do.
8、
Yes, I do. Though I think I want a gold. I think I... Okay. Now I take this.
10秒、
Take this. Get here. At least I've got counterplay. You know, whether this is good or bad, at least I've got some counterplay. It's an interesting position. Their rook is off in no man's land. I've got a bishop. You're not aiming at the king, but aiming at pieces. I've sort of sabakied this knight. If he tries to threaten this rook, this is coming with a threat. Oops. You know, this comes with a threat. That's interesting, though.
$10.
1, 2, 3. No.
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Okay. I no longer care about this file. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
10秒、
Hmm.
20秒、
Wait,
1、
wait, wait. Silver?
3、
No.
4、
No, he can back
5、
up.
6、7、8、9。
Okay. I think I should have gone for the lance. I think I should have gone for the lance, but this is coming in as well. Yeah, maybe I should have gotten that bishop out of. Maybe I should have gotten that promoted that bishop while I had the chance. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Um. Oof. Wait a minute. 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 Bishop takes.
20秒、
Rook
1、
comes over.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Sure feels like a trap. It sure feels like a trap. Yeah. I have no.
10秒、
Okay. So my thinking right now,
20秒、1、
I've got to get this in.
3、
No, I don't. No, no, no.
6、7、8。
I got to get this in. I got to get this move in first. Maybe I don't. Okay. Okay, so now it's all crumbling. Now it's all crumbling.
10秒、20秒、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. 30 seconds is not enough for me. it's unfortunately it's not enough. If I had 10 seconds more, I would have been able to read that one more ply, and I would have seen that no, it's not coming with tempo. I think if I had 10 seconds more. Oof, boy. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this. Now we try to play for some shenanigans.
10秒。 10秒。20秒。1、
And he just drops a pawn on the head. Drops a pawn on the head of the silver. I don't think so, because then I take. Okay. Okay.
10秒。20秒。1、2、3、4、5。
Okay, we got that.
10秒。
I don't want to burn a pawn.
20秒。1、
But he's got a lance.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Gotta get my lance. That's not good, though. So then I could... Well, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not fine. I mean... Yeah. So now... I can threaten his
10秒。
dragon.
20秒。1、2、3、4。
Where's he going to come with it? I'm just going to continue to get these pawns on head. How can I...
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
How many moves is it going to be for him to mate? 1. And at what point do I sacrifice the horse to get a gold to drop back in defense? Or is that just prolonging? Well, I'm going to prolong. I'm going to prolong. Oh boy. Okay. Can't do anything there.
$20 秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I blocked the promotion of the pawn.
20秒。1、2、3。
Is there anything I can do here? Is there any way I can just get a check?
10秒。 20秒1、2、
All right. All right. Let's slowly try to make our way in. Slowly try. He'll take away everything, and then I'll be running. But maybe. Oh, he moved? Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay. This darn pawn here on 4-4.
10秒。20秒。
Let's clear it. Okay, let's. I'm not reading their mate. I'm not reading their mate. They have all these knights though. They have these knights. You know, I have my horse. I have my horse. It can't really protect. It can't do much. I've got a bishop that I can check with. Okay. Take? Wait, what? Wait, take?
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Okay. And now...
10秒。
He's got to have mate here. He's got to have mate here.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, I'll do this. And now... There. Comes up. Yeah. All right. Great game. Great game. Great game. There's no way to say great game. That's a thing. You know, there's none of these greet options are like just be able to say, you know, great game or anything like this. That was fun. Boy. Yeah, the thing about that one. I'm going to assume that their attacks were better than mine, but it was fun that I at least thought I was building some sort of counterplay. I'm going to copy this, bring it into our friends at Shogi, and stick it in. Just stick it in. Game number 63 in this study. So I've got one more chapter I could add to this study. And now I'm going to switch over to chat for a second. And you say, indeed, you don't mind playing variations like this where there's so many possibilities. Yeah, that was really fun. It was. I mean, you know, at some point, those kinds of games are a little overwhelming to my brain, But maybe that's just the path to growth. It's certainly fun, which I guess in the end is the most important thing. Hey, Arnulf, good to see you. You say that looks very wrong. Boy, I wonder which one that was. I wonder which move that was. The downside of your openings is that it's hard to find excellent attacking ideas. I mean, we did have some ideas in this one. I want to say there were ideas. Whether or not they were good or whether or not they would have been fast enough is another thing. But on the whole, I am very pleased with how that opening went. You know, we did the you know what I had perceived to sort of be what we discussed in the past, and I got out of the opening basically. I got out of the opening without getting into that super sharp line. When I pinned myself by blocking with the lance, oh, the position was already very rough. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. But it was, I guess, what else was there? Anything is really the thing. You know, I'm trying to, because I couldn't read in 30 seconds. I'm not going to be able to, see for both of us. Like, I didn't see their mate. I saw their attack and how they'd make it. I just wasn't sure how fast it was. So I didn't know, like, can I possibly, get an attack going? So let's see. Let's get in here. This decision of to push, this was, to push or not to push was I think my first, not that this is a big decision in the grand scheme of things, but it was the first one that I was really unclear, because we have this the king is not castled. This bishop could potentially become precarious. I just don't know if this is like it is the top engine move. So far at this low depth, it's actually by quite a bit. By quite a bit, it is the top move, and that came down. Okay, that came down. It's still, yeah. They're still fine. Everything is still fine, but about 200 points of eval greater than silver 4-5, which is what I did, right? So that was that silver 4-5. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do silver 4-5, right? That was what I wanted to do. That was my plan. I brought it back because I didn't want to exchange the silvers and then get forked. Let's see. Yeah, the engine doesn't love it, doesn't hate it. Yeah, okay. So then we came through. Make top knot Mino. With top knot Mino with the plan for Ginkan Marie. The half Ginkan Marie. Just because I haven't done that very often, or ever almost, in this position, and was thinking it might be a little better than Kimura Mino against the side attack. So anyway, we continued. Okay, get that out of there. I'm just gonna flip it on. Okay. So it's still, I'm making ground. I'm making ground eval wise. Okay. So there two moments. Still the same here. And I'll turn it on. Okay, so that was silver 5-8 was the move. Interesting. All right. I'm feeling pretty good. About this so far. We're almost dead even at this spot. Huh. It felt cool. It felt cool. Whether or not it was, it was just sort of like wait a minute, this gold can't go anywhere. So he pushed. And yeah. Yeah, so the options are yeah. The options are basically equal of the rook 5-4 pawn takes. Um mm, Rook 5-4 is a move that I wish I would have made. Yeah, not that it's not in the end. Not in the end that it's much of a difference in eval. They're both basically the same in this low depth engine, but this is an idea. Oops. I'm just trying to clear the arrows. It's an idea for counterplay. Wait. I love the idea because it also gets out of that whole threat that I was worried about, where if they take or whatever, or if I take, they drop the pawn, I take with the gold, they get the they get silver drops and stuff like that, silver drop threats coming up and then into here. I like that. But anyway, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I took, and then they dropped. And then I got the knight out. Thinking I'd place it up here, and I think I even said Aji or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so it's now in my favor, but the engine. Okay, yeah. My move basically is the fifth best, but it is not my advantage. It's this, yeah. Okay, so right now it likes the gold take at -1.2. These are all good. These are all good. The silver takes, the gold takes, the knight is fine. The knight's fine. That. Get this out. It's fine. Fine. Okay. Does not like. Engine does not like. It went from barely advantageous to Sente to 2+ points here. All right. I don't want to just go through the engine. I'm just like, I feel sometimes it's hard for me to evaluate games after, like, immediately after the fact. Maybe I must be sort of unique-ish, not unique. I must be sort of, this must be a personal limitation of mine, because people review their games together after the game, and they come up with a bunch of good ideas, but like, I guess the goal isn't necessarily to find the best moves, or maybe it is. Yeah, what is the goal of a PGA? What is the goal? It's to expose yourself to different ideas. Because I know a lot of people seem to use it, more as as trying to validate that they had a good position or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess where I was going with this is that on these longer, not that this is a long game, but on the longer games, I kind of put everything out there. A lot of times I kind of put everything out there, so I don't have all that many interesting ideas right away after the fact, because I put all my interesting ideas into the game. But that's not true. That's not true. There are definitely points in the game. I'm psychoanalyzing, analysis itself, and I guess at different points in the game, I had ideas and choices. Okay, so yeah, you're not worrying about the end game unless exactly, unless you severely messed up. And then you use it to get ideas. Yeah, and I think that's what I try to do. I think it's just that a lot of times I don't have any ideas because I put them into the game. But yeah, and it is a lot easier when your opponent's there. Yes, yeah, Ornolf, exactly. Yeah, and I think I think, and maybe this is an aspect of sort of improving. Not that I've improved all that much, but sort of improving is that I feel like in the PGAs over the board, I'm thinking of, at the 2-3 clubs I play at, it seems like I might be getting a little more out of them these days versus in the past, where in the past, it's a lot of times it always seems like sort of the blind leading the blind in our PGAs, where especially if I'm playing someone who is sort of at my or like lower than my level. So if it's the two of us sort of trying to analyze our game after the fact, it might just be like, oh well, I was thinking, we'll make all these low depth ideas. And we'll discuss them, but I guess there's always value in discussing ideas. Boy, I am really wishy-washy with this. I apologize. I'm thinking out loud, and I don't have I don't have concrete ideas about the value or relative value in some of this stuff. So I'm sort of putting it out there of how I've perceived it at the time. It seems like now discussions after the game over the board are getting better. They're definitely getting better. But I also sense that sometimes you end up wasting time with some, like, I was thinking of this, and it's like this, it wasn't a fully fleshed idea, which is why you didn't make that move in the game. But then you're treating it as this concrete idea in PGA and sort of spending time analyzing it. And so it sometimes feels like I don't know where I'm going with this. Like I said, I don't have concrete ideas. So it's so figuring out how to best analyze after the fact is still like an art that I'm struggling with. Especially here, where I'm thinking about the game, but the thing is, without you all to sort of give feedback, or without the engine to give feedback, like I sometimes feel like my analysis gets to be like, I'll think about the problem, like for example, this move, where I dropped the pawn here, the engine is telling me that this is not a good move. Well, it's not a terrible move, but it's not a good move. I might be analyzing this by myself and I'll just be thinking out options, but I won't, unless I flip the engine on, I'm not going to know whether my ideas are good And I guess what I'm pinning my hopes on is that the mere act of thinking deeply about these positions will sort of improve that muscle that is working during the game in thinking, in seeing ideas and thinking about positions. Yeah, I think I am, Todosky. I think I'm reacting to how difficult it is to evaluate ideas. That's a great way of putting it. And it's just this sort of shogi adjacent topic that I find fascinating, but I don't have much insight into. It's how my brain works. How to evaluate ideas, how to create ideas. The general idea is sabaki. You're saying finding ideal placement for all pieces. Yeah. Finding the ideal placement is something that and again, I am not good in chess. I'm not good in chess, and I'm certainly not at your level. But that idea of, am I improving my pieces or am I coordinating my pieces? That's a thought. It's an entire thought process that I have when I'm playing chess that still hasn't made its way into my shogi. I think I actually explicitly said it today, where I'm trying to improve my pieces. I think I did, because I'm trying so hard to get that into my brain. But like in chess, it's a part of my process. In shogi, it's not. Maybe because in chess, without the drops, my brain has a perceived lower number of options. So I can think about these things that will give me an option. Whereas in shogi, I often feel so overwhelmed by the possibilities that I almost don't level it back to the discussion of like, how do I improve my pieces? How do I improve my pieces? How do I develop my pieces? How do I prevent my opponent from developing their pieces? And then Ornolf, you say that's a big part of why Ureshino is so good. It gives you an idea, going into the game. Well, so like I had speculated last night, or like I had speculated on stream yesterday. I lost some sleep. I lost some sleep over that first game, that first game of the stream. I played what? I played 16 games yesterday, and the one that hit was that first game against the Shodan that I blew that 91% sort of, that Shogi Wars engine 91% position. And I did lose sleep over that, but really that was the precursor to the thinking of like, is Ureshino and I, it feels sort of stupid saying it now, but it was very real to me as I was lying awake in bed. Is this a cheat code? Is this a cheat code to getting a plan? And I'm sort of avoiding the important work in shogi, which is mentally constructing my plans and seeing the plans as they exist, on like playing what is on the board. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's neither. It's fascinating to me though. Like, is it? Yeah. Maybe you should go into a game with a plan. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that is the key. Maybe going into the game with a plan and being open to other ideas is the value. Going in with a plan with the idea that if that plan needs to change, you change it. I don't know. I'm rambling, but this is all just so fascinating to me. This whole topic is so fascinating to me that Yeah. I guess I just have some. Also, going into this discussion is this sort of imposter syndrome, or I guess I'd call it imposter syndrome, where I win some of these games with Ureshino, and it's like, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. It's well, Todosky, I see your message just popped up about in your videos you often scramble to find a plan. Those games yesterday, those games on your second stream yesterday, those opponents were tough. Those were very tough. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? It's hard for someone lower to evaluate someone higher. But like, to me, I was thinking, oh man, these are tough opponents. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So anyway, it's or not you say that's the goal of studying openings. You're trying to get an advantage over. Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too. So I've had these same sort of thoughts about Central Rook and opposing because believe it or not, when by watching my streams, I think people would be more reasonable to not believe it. But I do spend a lot of time on these openings, more than I should, because it's something I enjoy, and it's also sort of part of my morning routine now that I enjoy, where I review the games that I played on the previous day. I've got my coffee, and while I'm drinking some coffee, I'll have the engine chugging away on, say, move 13 in a line that I'll have played before, but I diverted from. So I have all these lines built up, and I have all this prep, for Central Rook and opposing against Third File in particular. So I have all this prep, and it's like, am I stunting my growth as a Shogi player by playing with prep? Should I just go into every game blind? Is my question. Like, I'm asking myself, and I'm thinking, I win these games. I win these games. I'm winning games, and I'm my rating, maybe not on Shogi Wars, but my rating's going up. I know I'm getting better because I'm beating people over the board that I never used to beat. Stuff like that. But I'm thinking, like, what? And we've had this discussion before. But like, when I play a handicap game against someone where I'm giving the handicap, or if I play a Goro game, or if I play a mini Shogi game, I'm always amazed at how I perceive my fundamentals to be terrible. It's that kind of thing, and at those moments I'm thinking, am I just a product now of all this opening prep, and to a certain extent it doesn't show on stream again, but to a certain extent all this tsume work that I do, because when I'm playing a beginner, or when I'm playing a handicap game, or stuff over the board, even though I look like an idiot on stream, I am able to close out a lot of these games. Where my attack, it becomes obvious. It's not obvious when I'm playing on stream because I'm getting better people, and it feels to me like I'm struggling more to complete games, especially when I miss mates, in these 10-minute games. It's frustrating, or the 10-second games. But like, when I see over the board against maybe a newer player, or someone who is not at my level, I'm able to see that, this strength that I have in endgame is able to overcome a bad position that I've set myself up in the middle game. So I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just that it's all very weird. It's all weird. Todosky, you say in your last game it didn't help that I moved 2, you deviated from your opening prep. Oh, so I actually thought you didn't have prep. I thought that was one of the things that I have used you as an example in my head, sort of justifying this idea that maybe I shouldn't prep my openings so much, because like I see you as a like a naturally strong player. You know, you have this natural, you have those natural chess skills. What is going on? I just saw you all saw the confetti coming down, right? Did I do a gesture that caused confetti to come down? Is this? I'm trying to make movements. I'm trying to make movements to get this confetti again. I have never seen that before. I've seen the thumb up, right? Thumb up. Is it going to do the thumb up here? There's the thumb up. Okay. I don't think anyone made a donation. I think I would have gotten a note. I think I would have gotten notices. So if someone did make a donation, thank you. I don't think that happened, because I should have like stuff going off in two different places. If that happens, I think. So anyway, sorry to derail. But I was just saying that I see you as having these sort of innate, almost, but natural, based on, you know, years of experience. You have these chess skills. You have these chess / board game kind of skills, and those are the ones that I'm sort of envious of, because like it seems like you can be good without prep. So that's where I'm coming from in that whole discussion. Or not, if you say going in with a plan only gets you so far, you still need to convert. Yes. Oh, and I've proven that, because like I've gotten those Ureshino advantages and I've blown them. So definitely. And yeah, you're right. It's not like I'm walking in and committing to making a Berlin draw. Yeah. Though if that option presented itself, I am afraid that I might go for some of those if that option ever presented itself. So I'm sort of glad Shogi doesn't have them. And then Todosky, you say you used to tease Nyrock a bit when he played Ureshino, since he was a slow learner at the time, so game outcomes felt completely random. But you don't see, yeah. Well, and that's yeah. You're hitting me where it hurts with a comment like that. You know, not that you're trying to like. But these are the kind of doubts I have about it, where I'm thinking like, am I getting better? Is this in the end hurting my improvement, because it's going to give me this false sense of security that I'm getting better? But I think no. I think that, you know, as I say that, I think that is incorrect, because yeah, I might win some more games on Shogi Wars, but in the end, you know, it's games still have to be converted. No game is exactly the same. And to be fair, like, I guess to be fair, you know, not to completely just like, I know so little of this Ureshino, like legitimate, like no joke. I have realistically no prep time with Ureshino. All I know is the ideas from that Wikipedia page, those few Shogi Harbor videos, which I actually had running at like 1.5 or 2 times speed, because the speaking was so slow that I sped it up, which I almost never do. So I kind of like blitzed through these first 5 or 6 of the videos. So what I know most about Ureshino now, I think, has actually come from the channel. It's come from you all. You know, I Dream of Shogi included, and Transport. Hey, Transport. So Transport. You know, I Dream of Shogi. You know, Todosky, Ornolf, Koshiro. You know, everyone else that has been pushing in with these Ureshino ideas. I think I got more out of those ideas than I have so far from that Wikipedia article or from the videos. So anyway, And then Todesky, you say you've got a few opening lines, which almost never happen, but usually your first 2, 3. Okay, that's how I perceive you to be playing on your stream and in your videos. And it's partly why I love watching your stuff, because it's like I know that you're coming up with ideas. I know that I know that you're thinking through, and sometimes you're explaining what you're thinking, sometimes not. But regardless, as a viewer, I'm able to see, like, I know that you're not, for the most part, I know that you're not just blitzing out moves that you read somewhere else. You're thinking through these moves. So I try to place myself in the position of, into your position of being like, okay, what is Todosky thinking about? Okay, maybe I should be thinking about this as a game. I think that is why I find those videos so appealing from an educational standpoint, is sort of because you're not just blitzing out stuff. You're not blitzing out traps. You're not blitzing out things like that. I mean, I think there's also a lot of educational value in watching people who do know their openings well, like chess videos. I love watching John Bartholomew or these people that play my lines. Manao, plays my central rook lines, stuff like that. And then Magic Based. Hey, speaking of donations, you wonder why this channel isn't affiliate. It's something. Yes, yeah, there is something that's holding me back. It is that I do not want to enable ads. That's the thing. I feel like the channel is so small right now that whatever benefit, and people have graciously, have incredibly graciously said that, that they've got Amazon Prime or subscriptions that they're just kind of burning every month. And that they'd like to use it, and I'm so gracious just for the thought of it, and I would love to be able to give people that ability to do that, but I just don't want to turn on ads. I don't want people to get ads when they join the stream. That's it. That's it. I feel like the channel is in this nice place now where both on Twitch and on YouTube, people can just watch the video and they won't get an ad. I don't think they'll get ads on YouTube either. But that's why I did set up that merch shop. So there's there are some t-shirts and hoodies and whatnot. And now it's shop.shogidad.com. So it just started working before I went on stream. But so there's that, and there's the Ko-fi that Ghost One had recommended. They're not integrated nicely into Twitch or whatever, so it's not. I think it's not going to have that nice sort of like feel. But anyway, that's why I just don't want people to see the ads. Narok still plays in Shogi Wars every day. Oh, does he? Does he? I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. He's 2Q in 10 minute. What? Wait, no. He was I thought he was Shodan. The last time he streamed, wasn't he Shodan or 1Q in maybe it was 10 second. Is his account It's Nyrok, ITS Nyrok, or ITZ Nyrok? I think I put him on my friends list just to be able to follow. Let me take a look there. Hopefully this is showing up. Yeah, it's showing up. My good personal friends, Eriko Koza, Manao channel, okay, so we're here. Oh, I don't have Nyrok on my friends list. Yeah, he's got that real life card. Yeah, I remember the last stream he showed that. Yeah, Killer Ducky's been on. Hey, Necrodes. Killer Ducky's been on there a while. Killer Ducky has been on there a while. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. The four. I think this is in order of adding. So Killer Ducky has been on my friends list for a while. This Bacon Harem Thug, I think, is that. I think this is that 3 or 4 down from Portland. Yeah. All right. Well, it is. I'm going to search here. Oh, and there it is. All right. Let's follow. Let's get into Nyrax. All right, I'm going to switch my scene a bit here, just to quickly get into, just to be able to see Shogi Wars a bit, see it a bit better. This is Castle, Peerless Golds, Opposing Rook, and Gokigen. This is, I mean, this isn't the exact same thing that mine shows. You know, mine is Anaguma now and Central Rook, but these are the things I play. Interesting. Oh, so he hasn't played many 10-minute games. It's a lot of 10-second. Oh, he's Shodan in 10-second. Okay. Oh, what is yours? What is yours, Necrodes? This list is very much just built up organically. Oh, Dark Necros. Yes. You know, the thing that I would 29Q. Come on, get in there. You only have 1 game played. Come on. You got to play on Shogi Wars. Shogi Wars is the best. I am starting to really believe it's the best place for just nailing those openings, for getting a lot of experience just with those openings. Yeah, and maybe. Well, I know one other person over the board has said that. Let me switch back. Let me switch my scene back. One other person that I know at the club has said that he got a lot of value by just playing a ton of games on Shogi Wars to build up that sort of early game familiarity. But I don't hear many people talking about it like that. Like on the Discord. It seems like there's this underlying sense of Shogi Wars being sort of not worth it, which I mean, I cannot disagree with more with, but I don't want to get in arguments in the Discord. And then no, you're saying you're agreeing that you're saying that's why you really like Shogi Wars, because the time controls are fast. You'll be able to get to play the opening a ton. Exactly. That's what I've been telling myself. You know, people seem to poo-poo Shogi Wars a lot because it's so fast, but I do think it helps. I do think it helps a lot, you know, to get in a lot of games. You know, there's a saying in Go. I don't know if people say this about in Shogi, but I'm not remembering the numbers, but they say lose your first 100 games as fast as you can, or something like that, or lose your first 500 games, something like, there's some saying like that. But I definitely feel that in Shogi. Play these games, play a ton of them, and I have to believe that the brain is adjusting to what it's seeing. You know, as long as you keep your brain on. That's the thing, is as long as you stay engaged and you're not mindlessly blitzing stuff out, I have to believe that playing more is going to be good. No, it's not going to help my I think no, it is not going to help my Tsume. I think my current thinking is that playing all these fast games, either 10-second or 10-minute, it's not really going to improve my tsume. I think what it's going to do is reflect my level of tsume. So I think I'll improve my gameplay and I'll improve my openings, I'll improve my game sensibilities, and my instinct, I think, and just my general feel for how pieces move. I think I'll improve that on Shogi Wars. The actual end game portion, of mating, I don't think it will improve much by Shogi Wars. I don't think it'll hurt, but I don't think it'll improve much. I think that will just get improved by grinding away the tsume on off stream, and then that growth will be reflected in my Shogi Wars games. That's my thinking. So I'm going to let other people here chime in. And then Ornolf, you say, oh yeah, Transport's agreeing with Ornolf, as I would have expected. And like you have no idea. This is how good this is actually making me feel that you both are saying this, because like I think these things, but based sometimes on what I see in the Discord, I sort of feel like maybe I'm just wrong, or maybe I'm an idiot, that kind of thing. So anyway. But you say longer time controls are definitely better for mid and end games. Oh, yes, and there you go. And then we talked about how Nairok has the 2-dan card. I must have jumped before. Todazzi, when he live streamed on 81 Dojo and hung a piece, you reminded him about the card. Was that in the game? So there was that game that you played against him. I know you streamed it. I don't remember if he streamed it. The last one you had to quit because you had to. Oh, okay. Okay, Transport, you're saying that's pretty much what you did. You got to a decent rank just by playing a ton and analyzing each game. Yeah, I am analyzing. Going through studying most of my games. I think there's a component of. I'm still in that position, and I don't know how long this is going to continue. We'll see, because I'm still enjoying it. We're still in that position where I am reviewing my streams, so I am at the very least watching and thinking about the game as I rewatch the stream. And many of these games I am not many, some. Many might imply to people more than half. I am definitely not doing more than half, but I am. A good number of them I am going over, both in terms of my openings where seeing where I divert, going over some end game situations like where I could have made attacks, or especially the attacks that I miss where I don't surround the king. I try to think about those a lot. And then some of the games I actually do over the board because I thought they might be more instructive. So I'm not analyzing each, but I'm sort of thinking about each. Podolsky, you say, many players on League Chess and Chess.com have offered opinions on length versus quantity. But yeah, doing analysis and learning from other players can be quite useful. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that I'm learning from you all, in these analysis sessions. So a lot of these games, even the ones on Shogi Wars, we're going into the analysis board and talking about them. And even if it's just a few ideas, I think they work. And like that game today that second game that I won, which is, I don't want to go over. I think it's one of the better games I've played on stream. One of the better games I played on stream versus a solid opponent. A 1Q on 81 Dojo, and it was good. And I think I was incorporating ideas that I learned from you all in the past few days. So yeah. And the thing, the tide, I don't know how you feel about this, Todosky, but it seems like the tide has turned. So I've been listening to chess podcasts now for three or 4 years, maybe now. It's been a while, since sort of lockdown was in full swing. I mean, the time has flown. I mean, we're already in 2024. So I'm going to say that I've been listening to chess podcasts now 3 to 4 years. And it seemed like the greater sentiment was that, blitz game's bad, blitz game's fun, slow game, or rapid games, minimum 15-10, I think is what people were saying. 15-10 is more common. It's not 10-15. 15-10, I think, is what people think of as rapid, like the rapid learning one. And the people used to think that, or people used to say a lot, the conventional wisdom as I interpreted it 3-4 years ago was blitz bad, rapid at a minimum 15-10 is where you start learning. And now it seems like the tide has shifted, where the evidence is seeming to grow that, like, people are playing, especially kids, are playing a ton of games. They're playing thousands of games of chess at fast time controls, and they are getting all scary good. So, I don't know if that's just all because kids' brains will grow. Kids, if you're having fun and your brain has high plasticity, you're going to improve maybe. I don't know if it's more of a comment about kids or a comment about chess, but it seems like there are plenty of adults also accelerating their growth and playing almost exclusively blitz games online and some slow games, over the board, in tournament settings, and some not even playing those. But anyway, I have this mix now where I'm playing tons of games online at blitz controls, playing a lot of games over the board at slower controls, and it feels good to me. It feels good to me. The thing is, I enjoy it. So like I just enjoy it, and I'm hoping that the growth comes. And Ornath, you're saying it's definitely the case. You're not finding new mating pattern in 10 seconds, but if you've seen the pattern before, yes, exactly. Yeah, so I'm feeling like Shogi Wars Endgame is more a reflection of my learning versus not helping me learn. Necrodes, Necrodes, you're saying that you think that is more a quality of games, but quality in Shogi is made in playing a lot of games and analyzing them. So you'll go for quantity and different time controls for getting good at Yeah. So it sounds like you're also in line, and maybe we're all just like in this bubble here, or maybe I misinterpreted people online. I maybe I've just definitely misinterpreted some of the people like on the Discord and maybe in external forums. Where it seems like there's so much negativity towards Shogi Wars that I don't quite get. I don't quite understand. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my gripes about Shogi Wars. Mostly the software. Just it's more like that I can't make pre-moves and I can't drag pieces, and I get so frustrated at the end. If you're not going to offer an increment, you've got to make the pieces easy to move, and that's it. But yes. Oh, so you and Todovsky are saying that, or agreeing anyway. The negativity is from the Kishin. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think you're right. And maybe that's the thing, is that, especially in the West, you just can't do that. You can't do it. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't have this available. And I've come around on it. I've come around on it because I really thought it made the screen all gold in real time when it was doing it. I don't know what I saw. But hey, Ruthiska. You actually come from gossiping a bit about Shogi Wars. Oh, good. It's a common discussion. Like we at the club sometimes we're talking about Shogi Wars as well, and it's overall positive or negative impact. And I think with the couple people that I'm thinking of, the 2 or 3 people actually, no, the 3 or 4 people actually that I talk about Shogi Wars with at the club, I think we're mostly of similar agreement that it's positive, versus versus the downside that I hear at the club is that one person said he just gets so angry. He gets so angry playing it that he doesn't do it anymore. I think it's also, I always hesitate to take sort of agreement. I also hesitate to take in-person agreement as like 100% agreement, because some people are just necessarily like they want to avoid disagreement sometimes in face to face, versus online people will be nasty. People seem to have no trouble being nasty online, so they'll disagree more vehemently. But like over the board, or not over the board, in real life, people will be less willing to make disagreements. So they might agree and be like, yeah, that's true, but they might not really believe it. So it's that. But anyway. Oh yeah, you found that some users were promoted to higher ranks quite quickly. For you, it took 53 games at 6Q. So I don't know if you watched last Saturday. Last Saturday, I Dream of Shogi did a speed run, and he's got it. He's got a YouTube video of it as well. It was about 5 hours. So starting in 10-second, he was playing 10-second Shogi, and he got to, what level did he get to? Did he get to Shodan? No, I don't think he got to Shodan yet. No. No, he's still in the queues because, yeah. But like, I think at a minimum you have to play 29 games or 30 games or 25 games or some. At some minimum you have to play some minimum of games. So yeah, he's still going, but the thing is, he's playing 2-dans and Shodans now. Okay. So I used to think, so the first, when I started out playing Shogi Wars, Sorting Hat put me at 5Q. So I leveled off at 5Q. I always interpreted that to mean that everyone stops at 5Q. I thought it would just give you, you'd get 1 all the way up to 15 or up to 5, but that's not the case. Obviously not. I've learned that now that that's not the case, because some people cap it, get sorted into 6Q. Some people get sorted into, well above that. Yeah. So it's interesting. And then, yeah, Todosky, Kishin makes the game easier, so what's the problem? Exactly. That's it's disappointing that they do that. But still to me, my main, if I had 2 genie wishes, I think from Shogi Wars, maybe I'll think of something else after the stream. But right now, my 2 wishes are 5-minute with 5-second increment Fisher time, or 5-minute with 3-second increment Fisher time. I would love that in place of 10-minute, because I think the game time would still be the same. I think you'd still have that same thing. I was thinking a lot about it yesterday, but so that would be a wish. There's also the wishes that we could drag pieces and make pre-moves. That we just had that the technical underpinnings of the site were just a little better for mouse users. Just because we're playing, especially at an absolute time control. Those last 20 seconds, I know that if I have to make 10 moves and I only have 10 or 20, I have 20 or 30 seconds. There's no way I'm gonna make 10 moves in that amount of time. There's just not. So it's like it's rough for me. On mobile it's better, but with the mouse I'm just not. Yeah. So here we go. Ornal says, yeah, you have an invisible provisional rating. You get matched against a lot of higher opponents quickly. Yeah. It's still weird that it still makes like I Dream of Shogi slog through these ratings, but whatever. It's just a rating. Once you hit the place where their algorithm thinks you belong, you stop getting 1 rank per win. So that's, I guess that is the indicator. Once you see that your next game is not, once you see that you have not, once you win and you don't increase, you've hit that spot. Or once you lose and your percentage decreases, I'm guessing that's also an indication. Transport. Okay. Transport with a humble, like with the humble brag, a really nice, subtle, humble brag of being like, when you started on Shogi Wars, you thought everyone stopped at 4Q. So you're one-upping me. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. The time thing is a bit infuriating to you sometimes, but you like that it feels like playing old video games. See, that's the thing. I don't think they're going for that feel. I don't think they're going for old video game feel, but like, yeah, but I think the effect is, you play. Oh, you don't know how to play from computer. You go to their site, the URL. Let me get the URL here. I'll copy this in. This is that weird. That didn't. Wait, is that? Wait, did that paste? No, that didn't paste. I don't know why that didn't paste properly. Let me get in here. Weird. I thought I had the whole thing selected. Let me go back. Oh, okay. So you go here and in a browser, and then you can go from, it'll look like the app, but in the browser. And then, some browsers like Chrome or whatever, they let you sort of make an application out of it. And so that's what I do. So I have a separate window that's in a separate like Chrome app that I load. And it works out. It works out for the most part. I just wish you could drag. Maybe I should look into getting a phone mirroring program. Oh. So I know I can play Pyo Shogi on stream. Transport. I can, and I have. I did a speed run of the Pyo Shogi bots, because I'm on Mac OS. I'm on a Mac OS machine with the Apple Silicon, and as part of that, you can run, if the developer allows it, you can run their iPad apps on the Mac. So let me get the Pyo Shogi going. So I have this, and I've got a layout here, and let me go into the, what am I doing here? Transition to this, get my Pyo Shogi up. Yeah. So I've got, it's very similar to my Shogi Wars. I haven't even put the logo on here because it's been a while. But yeah, it works out. It works out. The thing about mirroring, though, like I thought of that like some of those YouTubers do. But the downside of that is that I'm looking down. I'd be looking down at the phone, or at the mobile device. That I guess as far as I see, that's sort of the downside to it. Shogi Quest also lets you run their app in Mac. So when I stream Shogi Quest, which I haven't done in a while, that is also running on my Mac. Unfortunately, the Heroes doesn't. They must have disabled that ability. They won't let me run their iOS app on a Mac. In the settings, yeah. Yeah, the two cores. Oh, disable. Oh, you think disabling the bot resignation? That's interesting. That's interesting. Does it? Maybe I just wasn't playing well enough. No. Now I'm trying to remember on that speed run how I did. I think I got to. Actually, I might still have the sticky here. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Official Pio Shogi. I had this. Okay, so I played 10. My highest. So I was going through them all, and it was to play the bots. Until losing twice. So I didn't lose. I just did the 10. And I seem to remember there was a lot of talking on that stream. Believe it or not, for one of these streams, there was a lot of talking. Yeah. So that's what I did with Pio Shogi. It worked out. It was good. That was a fun stream. Maybe I'll do that this week again. But yeah, I think there were some resignations, but none of them seemed like crazy if I'm remembering. So anyway, all right. While I was doing that, I saw at the corner of my eye on the other machine. I have a message. From my family, and they're going to be home very quick, very shortly. This is the long Memorial Day weekend. So my daughter's coming back, and they're coming back with some stuff. So I think the time is perfect now. I only got the 3 games. I think the 3 games were good. I'm not sure if I'll be able to come on tonight again, because I don't feel like I got enough. I don't feel like I got enough playing. They were awesome games though. So far these 81 Dojo. The 81 Dojo streams have been fun. They're all good. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. I just like playing shogi, so maybe it doesn't matter where I'm playing. But these games in particular, I think, have been really good. And anyway, I have enjoyed this chat that we've had now for the past hour or so. This has been great. Oh, you don't want to play at nights because you can't sleep after. Well, that's so. I have the same problem because I sort of get I'm not stressing, but I'm thinking more about the games than I would if the games don't have enough time to sort of work their way out of my system. So I'm thinking about them when I'm sleeping. I am going to be bringing back some of the later night streams again. Like I don't want to cut them out completely, because I know there are people who can't watch during the day, and you can definitely watch at night. And I think there are more viewers at night. Not that I'm just going for counts or anything like that, but I think there are more people that would like to watch at night when they're winding down, and so I want to do that. I just need to figure out the time and my routine for getting the video upload to YouTube, because usually what happens, so like if I play until 9 or 10, that means I'm probably going to be up till like 10 or 11 at least, because I do the upload, kind of wait for the upload and wait for YouTube to process it, do the thumbnail, because I kind of want to have that video out there for the people on Japan time, because I think there are people, there's some Japanese viewers on YouTube that I think like it at that time. So anyway, it's that thing. And not to mention that I stress about the game, not stress, but I think about the games, in bed. So anyway, yeah, lots to think about. I do like the night streams. I especially like yesterday was fun. Yesterday's Fast Shogi Friday was fun because I had effectively no time limit. I could just keep going all day. It's until my voice goes out is really the limiting factor, and I'm still trying to limit it to 4 hours. Haven't hit 4 hours today, but I'm trying to limit it at least for the next week or so at 4 hours. And but anyway, we're talking. I've really enjoyed this. Thanks to everyone. Thank you so much. This is so fun. I love the Shogi Wars talk. That's the thing is, like, I feel like I could go on. I feel like I can go on talking about Shogi Wars for another hour because I love it so much. There's also some aspects which drive me up the wall, but I love it. And I want to talk more about it. I want to look through badges. I want to look through, just talk about strategy and talk about feelings on improvement. But I'm gonna to use the old man term, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up for now, and plan to come back. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's an over the board day at the East Bay Shogi Club. So I don't know. I'm gonna be playing by ear. It's controversial. But I love it. I just love it. I love it, and when I hate it, I sort of love to hate it. So it's like it's win-win for me. I just love it. I love the character. I love the character in it. I just wish they would put more effort into it now and try to grow it. Just give it a little love. And I'm thinking, and maybe I could go work for Heroes. I don't know if they're hiring, but maybe when I go to Japan, later on in this year, if I've improved my Japanese enough to be able to speak a few sentences to someone, maybe I'll try to talk to some Heroes people. I would love to just throw ideas by them and see what they're doing. I know they care so much about their AI, and I see their tweets, and they're trying to push their AI stuff, but like, there's so little going on in their actual app, and it seems like more could be better. Yeah. So I haven't seen you get downvoted, Transport, but I believe it. There are Shogi Wars haters out there, both on the Discord and on the Reddit, and maybe they're the same people. There's so much good in Shogi Wars, and there's just so much good in anything that brings excitement to Shogi, as far as I'm concerned, that, like, I can't be mad at them. I just can't be mad at them. Don't know, so you say you don't know if they'll survive for another 5 years. Do you think they're putting too much, do you think they're investing too much in their AI? Like, that's my concern. My concern right now is that they're investing so heavily in their AI component that if and when that fails, they'll have no money left to just keep their lights on. That's my concern. Is that they're putting all their eggs in that basket. And they're sort of just letting their Shogi Wars business run as a ghost ship, and I hope they're not. I hope I'm just misinterpreting, because I love it, and it's currently it is. Even though I loved playing on 81 Dojo today, I think Shogi Wars is just the best place to play if you just want to play, because you get the matchmaking. Matchmaking, I think, is so important for the growth of the online component of Shogi. Like, you just maybe I over evaluate it, or I might overestimate it. I just think people don't love that dance of picking your opponents. So Transport, you do think it feels like you keep the lights on. Ruthic Sky, you disagree? You disagree? Are you disagreeing with what I'm saying about matchmaking? I think I'm sort of the opinion that like, this selecting the opponent works out great. It works out great for like casual play and like I did today, and it works out great for playing with friends or sparring partners. But it's not so great for regular, just sort of, I want to grind ranked, or I want to put my skills to the test. Oh, you agree? Okay. Okay. Well, Lichess has matchmaking. Lichess has enough players and it's got beautiful matchmaking that you don't need to select your opponent. So, like, it's great. And that's the thing. It's like I want to play sort of even games against people that I can beat and people that I can lose to. And yeah, 81 Dojo, I still feel illegitimate as I still feel illegitimate as a 1Q on 81 Dojo because I have picked my opponents. I don't play there often, but nowadays when I do play ranked, I avoid the people with 10,000 games played. I'm as a big a problem to the system as anyone because I do sort of handpick my opponents, so I don't feel like that rating is as legit. I think Shogi Wars has the downside of their rating system is influenced by Kishin. It requires a lot of grinding. It's a little less transparent than just like a flat elo, so it's a little more difficult in that regard. Like, it's frustrating to me that I'm stuck at 3Q. It is frustrating to me that I'm stuck at 3Q on Shogi Wars, but in the end, I have to win games. It's all about winning games. And Ruthie said, being an absolute beginner, I think is very tough on 81 Dojo and Shogi Club 24 because you also have that specter of sandbaggers. You have that real nasty specter of sandbaggers, just like a guillotine, just waiting to fall on anyone's head. Because you pick a player who is ostensibly 12Q or 10Q, and it's like, oh, this is actually a showdown. This player is actually 2-down strength, and it makes you feel like an idiot as a newcomer, to the game. So I think that is worse than Kishin. I think they're both bad, but I think the sandbagging is worse. And Todosky, yeah, if you don't join Supernova or other beginner tournaments, at first finding, yes. Yeah, and it's I think it's coming from a chess background, I think it's unexpectedly hard. Because the chess sites, as far as I am aware, and as far as I have seen, the chess sites are great for beginners. I've talked on stream about this, especially in those first couple months, about, I gave the example of my nephew who is a low triple digit elo, or not low, but was 500, 600, whatever elo on the chess online sites. And he was just getting great games over and over and over. They were just because I was watching, I was watching his games, and he had a great time. He wasn't getting sandbagged. He wasn't getting sandbagged. He wasn't getting cheated by engines. Like, he was playing a bunch of games, and I was observing and reviewing a lot of them. And I didn't see anything that looked sketchy. It was so nice. I was so surprised that he was getting all these great games. But we don't have that in the Shogi world. There is the sandbagger thing. Yeah, Todovsky. Yeah. You can revert them to the weekly ladder. I think the weekly ladder has an added layer of stress for some people, obviously not for all. Is that sometimes people, I think myself included to a certain extent, not as much, especially since I play so much over the board. But I think some people kind of want to play and improve in relative obscurity or anonymity, whereas the Shogi Harbor Discord, you're kind of putting your pride on the line in these weekly ladders, or in the ladder tournaments, or in any other tournaments, where you're playing people that you know from the Discord. There's that added level of stress that some people just do not want, and and I understand it. So, like, I think that is great, but I think there also needs to be this Shogi Wars style where you can just play people that aren't even in your own country, that don't even speak your own language, and you just play them. You win, you lose. It doesn't matter, but you know that it's rated so that the other person is probably caring something about it. I don't know. It's very strange to me. I mean, that's very strange to me. It's just, yeah. Yeah, Ruthless Cut. Yeah, Shogi Wars. Yeah, once that's the thing, is that they don't make it so clear with the way they progress you with those 29 and 28 Qs, but like beginners are actually beginners there. They really are. There are plenty of killers on Shogi Wars, but like the beginners are for the most part beginners. And I played someone at our club 2 weeks ago. Someone from Japan is visiting and came to the East Bay Shogi Club. Hopefully she'll be there tomorrow as well. But I was told that she's a 6Q Shogi Wars. So, in my mind, I was thinking about what that would mean over the board. And sure enough, over the board, it was exactly like I expected. And so it's like, these Shogi Wars ratings are pretty legit, at least relative to themselves. Like, I think they get, obviously 29, the 20s and the teens, I think, are not legit. There's a certain level at Shogi Wars you have to get to, I think, for it to be sort of meaningful. But I found, in a low sample size here that, like, yeah, it seems pretty accurate at about 6 and 5Q. Let's see. You would so you would go to a site where you had to pick opponents, and almost nobody would like to play with me because it was too easy. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. And I know, from playing Go long time ago, early on, people were, Go is a different game where the games will take long. The games will take long, even if you don't resign. If you're in a bad position and you don't resign, the games will still take long, and people would get kind of testy. Yeah, I remember as a beginner there, people would get kind of upset. It's like, how could you be upset with me? I am literally the lowest. I am the lowest ranking on PandaNet. Like, how could you be upset with me? Why are you mad that I'm trying to play the game? Like, if you're so upset that I'm trying to play this game as at the lowest rating, why don't you improve your rating instead of just sandbagging out here at the lowest rating there is? That was tough. They had the same problems in Go servers where you pick your opponents, in my experience, with sandbagging. I wonder if that's actually a facet. I wonder if the sandbagging goes hand in hand with the selection of, the lack of matchmaking. I wonder. So Transport, you say, you remember the first few PogChamps had a bunch of 100. They were legitimately 100. I didn't really watch PogChamps. Interesting. What is a 100 elo player? Because, I see 500 player. I see, my nephew at 400, 500, 600, and it's not quite random mover bot. It's not at all random mover bot, but they're hanging pieces all over. And they're these players, I think, don't quite understand. They might know, but not have internalized the value of pieces. So except for the queen, they'll be hanging things all over, and they'll just make bad sacrifices, like a pawn for a knight kind of sacrifice. Forgetting how pieces move. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, I guess if you forget how pieces move, that's even different. Yeah, checkmating. I remember, checkmating was a difficult thing for some of these players and some of these games. And it seems like, though, despite the fact that they say they're 400 or 500 elo, when they lose the queen, they resign. So, like, they're hanging pieces left and right, but they know enough that the queen is important that they'll resign if they lose the queen. even though like 2 moves down the line, their opponent might also just hang their queen. It's funny. Or even, the opponent might not know how to checkmate with a queen. So, but anyway, interesting things. But maybe I should watch some of those old PogChamps. I'm curious now. I'm very curious because, not knowing how the pieces move, when you're using an online site, it almost doesn't matter as much because, like, the site will only let you make legal moves and it will show you how the piece moves when you select it. Yeah, they should do a PogChamps for Shogi. I mean, that would be cool. I know Shogi Explained has all sorts of good ideas, and that I think is sort of one of them. I just don't know if we have enough. We don't have enough. I don't know if we have enough people to field like a PogChamps. This Q combat, which you all have talked about a few times, I have not seen. But that sounds like a great idea, and I'd love to see that. Like, Q Combat sounds a lot like PogChamps, but no famous streamers. That's the thing. Is like, that's the thing. Q Combat sounds like Q Combat. The way you all have described it to me seems a lot like PogChamps without the million follower Twitch streamers, kind of thing. So yeah. Anyway, it's also when you all say Q Combat, you're usually using it to make fun of me, which I appreciate because I'm making fun of myself as well. So when I see Q Combat in the chat, I figure I'm making some really bad moves. That's true. That's true. Transport. We don't have chess.com paying people to participate. Like, Shogi Wars could. I mean, obviously, they'd have to be catering to a Japanese audience, so it would be more Japanese celebrities. Yeah, that would be cool. Like, I would like to see the Japanese version of PogChamps for Shogi Wars. They would have. I'm just thinking of the controversial videos, like the YouTube. They'd have that news, the controversial newscaster lady who. It came out that she was dating someone, so the internet went in an uproar. They were so mad at her. How dare she be having a relationship with someone? So that person. Then there could be that really dirty businessman who also ran for office. There are a couple of relatively recent controversies that I've followed through. There's a YouTube channel that gives sort of westernized views on some big topics in Japanese undertakings. There are various VTuber streamer festivals on Lee Shogi. Oh, are there? Oh, I haven't noticed. Those are Japanese? Because I see periodically on Lee Shogi, I see that there's a Japanese streamer in there, and I'll go in the channel. And it'll inevitably be a VTuber, which I guess must be very popular over there. I don't know. It's like unheard of in chess, right? VTubers are unheard of in like the other things I watch on that I've watched over the years on Twitch, like chess and Street Fighter and fighting games and whatnot. Someone who knows a famous Spanish streamer who participated. Oh, which Spanish streamer was in PogChamps? It was Shogi, but 2 sexualized avatars. I mean, that's sort of how I feel in general about VTubing. Like, it all seems kind of, yeah. It has that undercurrent, which makes me, especially as an old dad, I don't necessarily want someone to walk by and see me looking at that stuff. El Rubius, that name sounds familiar. That name sounds very familiar. Oh, I think I actually. So yeah, I think I might have seen some of the streams where Hikaru was teaching. That's almost certainly where I heard the name, because I didn't really watch the games very much on PogChamps. But I did watch one or two of the training streams. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's fun. That's a whole fun thing. It'd be really neat to have that in the shogi world. I don't know how we'd ever get there. We don't have big enough personalities, I guess. But again, maybe Shogi Wars could make it work with with potentially Japanese celebrities getting trained by Manao. Like, I think that'd be cool. Like if Manao and Yamaguchi Sensei and Itoshin and Tetsuya. His Tetsuya is his given name. Fujimori is his family name, right? Yeah, Fujimori Tetsuya. Shogi Hiroki. Yeah. They could be all the they could be the Hikaru Nakamuras in that situation. I would love to watch that. Even if I don't know who the Japanese celebrities are, I'd love to watch it. It's it'd be really, I think it'd be really cool, especially with auto translate. I mean, we could also, dare I ask to have Western translation, like if they have Jack-o'-lantern or someone like that streaming, someone who speaks Japanese, that would be incredible. Gosh, that'd be so good. But anyway, Rubius moved to Andorra to avoid. Oh, smart. Yeah, it's yeah, it's avoiding taxes is the game. Once you start getting enough to make it a thing. But anyway, I have been rambling for so long, and I think my family is, they must be very close at this point. So I'm going to close it up. I'll close it up, do my upload, and go from there. But thank you all so much. This has been a blast. This has been an absolute blast. I love talking about this stuff. And so thank you again. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm just gonna wave. Enjoy your shogi games. This game's incredible. This game. I mean, every day that I'm playing here, I'm loving the game more. So whether it's Shogi Wars or whether it's 81 Dojo or whether it's Shogi Club 24, or Over the Board or whatever, it's just so awesome. And the positions are getting more interesting, and the games are getting more fun. And yeah. So anyway, enjoy your games. Have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you soon, I hope. Thanks again. Bye.